Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're tackling a common household problem: how to remove silicone sealant from clothing. We've all been there. You're working on a project, and a blob of sealant lands right on your shirt. Or maybe you accidentally brush against a freshly sealed surface. Whatever the case, getting silicone sealant out of clothes can be a real pain. But don't worry, I'm here to help. In this video, I'll show you a few simple and effective methods for removing silicone sealant from your clothes, no matter how stubborn it may seem. We'll cover everything from using household items like ice and vinegar to more specialized products like silicone sealant remover. I'll also share some tips on how to prevent silicone sealant from staining your clothes in the first place. So, if you're ready to say goodbye to those pesky silicone stains, then stick around and let's get started. The first step is to try to remove as much of the sealant as possible mechanically. You can do this by scraping it off with a blunt knife or spatula. Be careful not to damage the fabric. If the sealant is still stuck, you can try freezing it. Put the garment in a plastic bag and place it in the freezer for a few hours. Once the sealant is frozen, it should be easier to remove. There are a number of special substances that can be used to remove silicone sealant from clothes. These include acetone. Acetone is a powerful solvent that can dissolve silicone sealant. However, it can also damage some fabrics, so it is important to test it on an inconspicuous area first. Mineral spirits. Mineral spirits are another solvent that can be used to remove silicone sealant. They are less harsh than acetone, but they may not be as effective. Glugon. Glugon is a commercial product that is specifically designed to remove adhesives and sealants. It is safe to use on most fabrics. To use any of these substances, apply it to a clean cloth and then blot the sealant stain. Do not rub, as this can spread the stain. Repeat until the stain is gone. There are also a few natural remedies that can be used to remove silicone sealant from clothes. These include vinegar essence. Vinegar essence is a weak acid that can help to break down silicone sealant. Apply it to the stain and let it sit for a few minutes before blotting it with a clean cloth. Baking soda. Baking soda is a mild abrasive that can help to scrub away silicone sealant. Make a paste of baking soda and water and apply it to the stain. Scrub gently with a soft brush. Once you have removed the silicone sealant, wash the garment as usual. Removing silicone sealant from clothes can be a challenge, but it is possible with the right methods. By following the tips above, you should be able to get your clothes clean and looking like new again. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're tackling a common household problem: removing silicone sealant from clothing. Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or just had a little mishap, getting this sticky substance off your clothes can be a real pain. But don't worry, I'm here to share some effective methods that will help you get your clothes looking good as new. Let's start with a readily available solution: alcohol or vodka. These liquids can effectively dissolve silicone sealant, making it easier to remove. Simply soak a clean cloth in alcohol or vodka and gently dab it on the affected area. Avoid rubbing, as this can spread the sealant further. Let it sit for a few minutes, then scrape off the softened sealant with a blunt knife or spatula. Wash the garment as usual, and the stain should be gone. For tougher stains, you can try using acetone or white spirit. These solvents are more potent than alcohol and can tackle even the most stubborn silicone sealant. However, it's important to use them with caution, as they can damage delicate fabrics. Test the solvent on an inconspicuous area of the garment first to ensure it doesn't cause any discoloration or damage. If it's safe, apply the solvent to the stain using a clean cloth and follow the same steps as with alcohol. Another option is hydrogen peroxide. This readily available household product can also help break down silicone sealant. Apply it directly to the stain and let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. Then, use a brush or scraper to remove the softened sealant. Wash the garment as usual. For particularly stubborn stains, benzene can be a powerful solution. However, it's important to note that benzene is a highly flammable and toxic substance, so use it with extreme caution and in a well-ventilated area. Wear gloves and protective gear to avoid skin contact. Apply benzene to the stain using a clean cloth and let it sit for a few minutes. Then, scrape off the softened sealant and wash the garment thoroughly. If you're dealing with a large area of silicone sealant, it's best to pre-treat the stain before applying any of the methods mentioned above. Apply a generous amount of dish soap to the affected area and let it sit for 30 minutes. This will help loosen the sealant and make it easier to remove. When working with any of these solvents, it's crucial to protect your hands by wearing gloves. After cleaning the stain, wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water. If you experience any irritation, consult a doctor. Silicone sealant can also be a nuisance on surfaces like glass and tile. To remove it, you can use a razor blade or a scraper, carefully scraping the sealant off the surface. Be careful not to scratch the surface. Alternatively, you can use a commercial sealant remover, following the instructions on the product label. Removing silicone sealant from an acrylic bathtub requires a slightly different approach. Avoid using harsh solvents or abrasive cleaners, as they can damage the acrylic surface. Instead, opt for a gentle cleaning solution like dish soap and water. Apply the solution to the sealant and let it sit for a few minutes. Then, use a soft sponge or cloth to scrub the sealant away. If necessary, you can use a plastic scraper to remove any stubborn residue. And that's it. With these methods, you should be able to remove silicone sealant from your clothes, surfaces, and even your bathtub. Remember to always test any cleaning solution on an inconspicuous area first and wear protective gear when using harsh chemicals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.